The coffee-stained lab tablet buzzes against your palm as 23 telescopes swivel toward Sagittarius A star. You smell ozone from overloaded servers. Hear the Event Horizon monitoring array crackle like bacon on a cosmic griddle. Slide your finger across cracked glass. Realign the neutrino filters. Check the readouts. Check them again. 16 petawatts spike across the hologram where space-time should be smooth as Einstein's grave. Jackson? You nudge the biomech-enhanced grad student snoring at Station 4. Either I'm hallucinating cafeteria sushi, or the supermassive's vomiting gamma rays. His ocular implant flickers awake, zooms on the waveform squiggles. Oh, come on. You're telling me this thing's leaking faster than light? A pen levitates between you, tugged by competing gravitational anomalies. Wait, if the Penrose process got turbocharged. Thunder rattles the silicate dome. 84 klaxons blare as radiation levels hit 1,000 Roentgen. You both dive beneath the oscillating quark gluon rig, Jackson's coffee mug shattering where his head just rested. Ceramic shards orbit the Singularity simulator in perfect concentric rings. 46 hours later, you're explaining tidal forces to a UN subcommittee via hologram. Tap the slide control. The Milky Way core rotates above their trembling teacups. We've found an energy signature dense enough to power New York for a millennium. Harvested in 3.7 seconds. A Brazilian delegate chokes on her espresso. Half the lab still thinks it's sensor ghosts. Remember the 1987 incident when coronal mass ejections mimicked alien Morse code. But the numbers won't lie. Neutrino flux patterns match Hawking radiation. If Hawking radiation went through 12 Red Bulls and a particle accelerator. Commander Varma arrives at dark 30 smelling of rocket fuel and regret. Her cybernetic arm shuts off your protest before your lips move. The Nigerians launched a prototype extractor probe 11 hours ago. Either we commandeer the math, or let Lagos monopolize literal hellfire. You spend your birthday recalibrating quantum flux dampeners. The containment team's playlist fluctuates between death metal and Tibetan throat singing. Perfect for stabilizing multidimensional fields. At 2:47 a.m., the main reactor achieves 99.9% efficiency. Somewhere in Chile, 300 illegal helium-3 miners lose their jobs. The first full-scale test begins during a Venusian dust storm. 72 nations hold collective breath as the tethered drones descend into screaming darkness. Your teeth vibrate at 9.3 hertz. A resonance frequency last observed during Krakatoa's eruption. The readouts shimmy like belly dancers. Jackson's laughing through his radiation suit visor. We're stealing energy from the universe's drainpipe. His gloves dance across holographic throttles. Commander, initiate spin polarization before the Kachi horizon. Varma's curse leaves vapor trails. I didn't sign up to babysit a math equation. The Singularity screams. All 8 billion human necks snap upward as auroras blaze in midday skies. You watch Tokyo's power grid intakes on the tertiary monitor. 20 exajoules swallowed like a vodka shot. Somewhere in Nebraska, a child's nightlight flares bright enough to cast Martian shadows. Einstein predicted gravitational waves a century ago. You announce via global broadcast, voice bouncing off lunar relay stations. Proven when colliding black holes made space-time jiggle in 2015. Today, we're not just listening to universe's heartbeat. The screen behind you displays Sagittarius A star's gamma-ray ballet. We're plugging in a defibrillator. 3 interns start a betting pool on when the Vatican will sanctify the black hole. Jackson wins 30 credits by predicting the Pope's tweet would include both Latin and a rocket emoji. You privately wonder if the ancient Mayans mistook supermassive black holes for star demons. Their Dresden Codex practically blueprints our containment arrays. As the second harvest commences, a junior tech discovers the pulse pattern matches the WOW signal from 1977. The lab's espresso machine achieves sentience. Nobody mentions either fact at the press conference. Varma slaps a magnetic bottle schematic against your chest during the midnight watch. You realize what happens if this goes public? Tesla dreamed of cosmic energy. They locked him up as a madman. Her neural implant glitches, projecting a 15-minute PowerPoint on Cold War uranium heists across the holotable. You glimpse the future in coffee grounds next dawn. Fusion plants mothballed. Warships fueled by space-time tears. Your granddaughter's face lit by the glow of bottled quasars. The math holds. The containment fields hold. At least until the next pulse hits 12% above theoretical maxima. But that's future you's problem. Transmitting ignition sequence in 10. The lab's windows frost over from Hawking radiation bleed. Jackson's humming the Super Mario theme. Varma mutters about pension plans. Somewhere beyond the pull-up bar of reality, 2.6 million metric tons of twisted metal scream toward a darkness humans were never meant to touch. You flip the switch. 17 birth certificates dissolve in a Kentucky courthouse fire as causality itself hiccups. The universe doesn't notice, but 16 light years away, something ancient clicks 7 jaws in displeasure. Your boots clang against the Maw's containment walkway, a sound like coins tossed into an endless well. The black hole thrums below, its event horizon shimmering like oil on hot asphalt. You adjust your grav dampeners, nausea fading just enough to hear the tech beside you mutter. Just a routine calibration run they'd promised. Nobody mentioned the air smelling like burnt hair. Sirens blare. Your wrist display lights up. Gravitational torsion at 400%. The floor warps. Light bends sideways, stretching the emergency exit sign into a smeared crimson grin. A junior engineer laughs nervously, quoting that ancient Tacoma Narrows Bridge video. Harmonic resonance, same vibe, right? Their helmet fogs as the air pressure drops. You don't laugh back. 3 crewmen vanish mid-shout. 1 second they're clutching railings, the next their outlines smear like wet chalk. The intercom crackles. Containment grid compromised. But the voice shreds into static. Someone yells about spaghettification protocols like that's a real term. You roll your eyes. Then the wall behind you splits, not cracks, splits. A fissure humming with distorted physics. Through it, twisted stars blink. The science-led barks coordinates, her words slurring. Time's bleeding. A minute here equals 17 seconds elsewhere. Your stomach lurches as the Maw's pull yanks tools from belts. A wrench floats past, edges stretched thin as foil. You remember the old myth. Sailors in the Bermuda Triangle swore they heard voices before disappearing. Turns out they weren't drunk. The Maw's singing now. A low, wet gurgle, the kind a drain makes before it swallows. A containment pod detaches early, its thrusters firing backward in panic. You watch it crumple like a soda can, edges melting into light. The engineer who joked about Tacoma stops laughing. Their glove brushes yours, a final, desperate grip. Then they're gone. Just static on the comms. You stagger, boots slipping on warped steel. The gravity overlay flickers. For half a heartbeat, you're falling, riding the Maw's breath like a surfer on a tsunami. Algorithms fail. The AI screams in your ear, not words. Raw data shrieks, translating cosmic hunger into human synapses. You taste copper. Your ribs compress. The lead scientist shoves you against a console, her eyes wild. "Override codes," she shouts, before it inverses the... Her mouth keeps moving. No sound. You type. The keyboard keys ripple like gelatin. Every keystroke leaves a fingerprint in the metal. The console dies. Secondary systems kick in, greasy green text from 1980s tech. Of course, the backup runs on vacuum tubes. Oldest laws are the hardest to break, the engineers like to say. You hope they're right. Light bends into a lens. Through it, you see the captain or a ghost of him. His image repeats, stuttering. 47 versions of his mouth forming, abandoned ship. 47 hands reaching, you grab at none. The Maw's song rises, a wet, organic pulse. The walls breathe. Someone vomits in their helmet. The scent of bile mixes with ozone. You count 17 missing, no 18. Their names blur. A rookie's coffee floats past, steaming. Steam shouldn't behave like that here. Liquid curls upward in a lazy spiral. You think of old cartoons, except the droplets are screaming. Microscopic shrieks as physics file for divorce. The lead scientist collapses. Her legs fold the wrong way, joints rebelling. She whispers equations through broken teeth. You catch the word Einstein and regret. Her hand dissolves first, fingers unraveling into strings of light. You look away. Alarms mutate. The klaxon's warbling note stretches into a child's laughter. Your helmet cracks. Cold stings your cheeks. The stars through the viewport aren't stars anymore. They're eyes. Hungry and ancient. You laugh, it's that or sob. The Maw's breath is ice and fire. You check your oxygen. 90 seconds left. The last sane voice on the comms belongs to a mechanic named Diaz. I just fixed the damn vending machine, he rasps. Tell my wife, the sentence snaps. The vending machine he mentioned rockets past, trailing Snickers bars and symbols. You don't question the symbols. Your knees buckle. Time skips. You're crawling. The emergency hatch glows, 20 meters. It might as well be 20 light years. The floor liquefies. Handprints linger in the steel. You don't look back. The Maw exhales, and for a perfect suspended second, everything stills. Even the singularity holds its breath. Then it eats. The Maw's teeth close on nothing. You're not dead. Yet. The hatch above swims into focus, sealed shut. Gravity squats on your chest like a starving animal. 3 meters to your left, Technician Veld kneels at a shattered console. Her legs twist beneath her at angles nature never intended. She's typing. Blood blooms across her visor. Override the Heisenberg clamps, she wheezes. Her fingers tap keys warped into abstract shapes. Before tidal shear, reaches critical. You recognize her voice. Same engineer who quoted Tacoma Narrow's 30 seconds and a lifetime ago. Her left glove's missing. Skin peels off in translucent ribbons. You crawl. The floor feels like half-set concrete. 16th century alchemists would have killed for metal this flexible. Veld's console flickers, a mix of modern holograms and steampunk nightmare. Backup diodes hiss. Vacuum tubes glow like Halloween eyes. You glimpse equations scrolling. Einstein's field equations spliced with something jagged and alien. Phantom code. Veld coughs. Maws leaking into the system. Her right eye hemorrhages, but she keeps typing. Remember the Voynich manuscript? You blink. The singularity's crushing your brain, and she's making small talk. 14 pages missing, burned as kindling. Same vibe here. Her finger stabs a key. Sparks erupt. Data degrades, reshape the numbers. You smell burning hair again. Yours. The Maw's event horizon froths below, a rabid dog yanking its chain. Veld grabs your wrist, her grip's weaker than a baby's. Newton was wrong, she whispers. Not action-reaction, hunger and more hunger. A tremor runs through the station. 70-year-old duct tape holds the ceiling together. You almost laugh. Her screen glitches. Pixelated mandalas bloom, Buddhist prayer wheels fused with circuit boards. You spot a single stable number, 69.73. Veld nods at it. Kizuna parameters, fourth decimal's a liar. Her breath fogs the blood on her visor. Recalibrate extraction grid, feed the hunger. You're no physicist, but panic makes a decent teacher. Your fingers dance across a melted keys. 6 inputs. 7. Veld slumps against you. Her helmet's inner layer cracks. 1986, she rasps. Chernobyl divers, 3 volunteers, they knew. You freeze. The comparison lands like a crowbar to the ribs. She taps her temple. Ancient hack. Her voice frays. If math fails, imagine you're a star. The console beeps. A flatline tone. Veld's final keystroke jams the system. She grins, teeth flecked with red. Say I fixed the reactor. Lightning forks through the chamber. Your fillings ache. The maw's howl pitches upward, a tea kettle crossed with a dying whale. Veld's body dissolves mid-sigh. Ash drifts where her head was. You clutch the console as quantum foam bubbles through the floor. The screen flashes crimson. Extraction grid. Online. Your ears pop. The maw puckers. Like someone kissed Event Horizon's cheek. Then, detonation. Artificial stars bloom. A trillion pinpricks of false dawn. Each one burns magnesium white. You shield your eyes. Secondary explosions rip through dead systems. A backup generator coughs. Hard drives rebooting sound like popcorn. Holy duct tape, you whisper. The stars swell, mini-suns contained by crackling hexagons. Tesla's dream meets Walmart Christmas lights. Your HUD flickers. Power surges at 900%. The maw's furious spin slows, almost content. A Snickers bar slaps your visor. Diaz's ghost vending machine strikes again. You pocket it. Emergency lights stutter on. Shattered glass floats like confetti. 1 star winks. Its light hits a warped bulkhead, and there's Veld's shadow, frozen mid-reach. You salute it. The station groans. Somewhere, a coffee maker resurrects itself with a vulgar gurgle. 73 artificial stars shored out. Statistical inevitability in a quantum matrix. They die screaming. The rest hold. Your comms crackle. A voice you thought gone forever. Report. The captain's alive. Mostly. His image glitches. 47 heads stacked like poker chips. You open your mouth. A star detonates overhead. Silent. Glorious. The blast paints your retinas with Van Gogh swirls. When vision returns, the maw sleeps. Or pretends to. Energy graphs flatline. Safe. For now. You exhale. The Snickers bar is melted. Reactor's fixed, you say. It's not a lie. Just chronologically flexible. 47 captains nod. 47 voices say, copy that. Veld's shadow fades. Her final equation glows on every screen, Newton's apple crossed out. Beside it, a doodle. Stick figure astronauts roasting marshmallows over a black hole. You don't delete it. The stars hum nursery rhymes. For the first time since ignition, the air smells like hope and burnt caramel. Your boots magnetized to refugee Ark Daedalus's listing deck. Gravity shifts like a drunk DJ. 83 faces press against cryoglass, grandparents clutching infants, soldiers cradling data cores. Their captains missing an arm, the stumps wrapped in duct tape and hope. Cut us loose, she barks through broken teeth, Maw's shadows at 17%. You glance at the vortex below. Event Horizon spirals like God's own drain. 7 centuries ago, Donner Party survivors ate their shoes. This feels heavier. Diaz's vending machine clanks. A bag of trail mix tumbles out. Label reads, "Last Resort Blend." The captain pockets it without breaking eye contact. "You're Julius Caesar's third fork." You blink. She shrugs. Some meals need multiple stabbings. Alarms whoop. The maw belches gamma rays. You slam the jettison lever. Hydraulics scream louder than terrified hamsters. The Daedalus drops, silent as a pensioner's last breath. 83 hands press against observation ports. You count 34 teary salutes. The vortex swallows them whole. Silence. Then, groaning metal, not from below. Above, the maw coughs up 13 mummified starships. Hulls gleam like cursed pepper mills. One straight from 1970s NASA concept art. Another's all coral and teeth. "Ghost Fleet," you whisper. Your HUD identifies the closest wreck. Registration, Mary Celeste. Circa 1872. Missing cargo manifests scroll. Cotton, alcohol, 17 casks of pickled mackerel. One lifeboat still tethered. Knotted rope matches 19th century sailors' manuals. A child's doll floats in the airlock. The captain's severed arm twitches in its duct tape cocoon. She stares at it. Werner von Braun's first moon colony blueprints demanded filing cabinets. Her grin's all frayed wires. Bureaucracy survives Armageddon. You snort. 3 jokes per 1,000 words. Quota met. The ghost ships shudder. Airlocks vomit paperwork, inventory lists, love letters, grocery receipts. The maws digesting timelines, not matter. A 1945 V-mail floats past, soldier's handwriting blurred by 79 years of tears. Your comms crackle. 83 voices chant through static. They're alive. Maybe. The Daedalus's beacon pulses from the Mary Celeste's engine core. Time's a accordion here. You learned that when Veld. Core memory flinches. Focus. The coral ship disgorges 70 skeletons in spacesuits. Their helmet seals resemble 23rd century Chinese designs. But the breastplates, Roman legion glyphs. One skull wears a laurel crown. Your coffee maker gurgles, alarmingly earnest about its new latte art. "We're receiving manifests," the captain mutters. Her good hand hovers over the comms. "They're demanding docking clearance." "Deny it." Why? Because half those ships predate language. You point at a spinning hulk leaking black honey. Inconquipu knots dangle from its thrusters. "You want smallpox blankets in 0G?" The captain hesitates. Her severed arm salutes. Ghost engines flare. The Mary Celeste aimed right for Daedalus's last trajectory. 100-year-old tea steams in its crew lounge. Flight logs update in real time. "Temporal paradoxes give me hives," you mutter. Diaz's machine dispenses calamine lotion. You don't question it anymore. The Roman-Chinese hybrid ship broadcasts a looping message, Latin spoken with a Beijing drawl. Auto-translate chokes. Best guess. Memento mori tariffs exceed imperial subsidies. You facepalm. The maws created a customs bureau for lost souls. Suddenly, 832 voices harmonize across frequencies. Refugees. Ghosts. Something in between. Their song warps the station's hull into a church bell. You taste copper and peppermint. The coral ship extends a gangway. Moss forms words on viewports. Fresh produce inspection required. The captain sighs. "We're growing turnips in hydroponics." "Not the strangest trade deal," you admit. She tosses her severed arm onto the gangplank. Moss retreats. The Roman-Chinese skeletons applaud. Bone clacks echo through centuries. The Mary Celeste's doll floats into your control room. Its porcelain face cracks into a smile. Hairs made from Daedalus refugees' shorn braids. The eyes, Velds. Same mathematical fury. You nod. She winks. Black honey ships disperse. Their engine trails spell goodbye in Phoenician. Scanners show 83 new heat signatures orbiting safely. The captain's regrowing her arm. Mostly. The replacement fingers keep trying to play piano. You find a manifest in the coffee maker. Half Latin, half emoji. A single entry highlighted. One arc, lightly used. Contents, survivors, 82. Hope, unquantifiable. Snickers residue, positive. Ghost starships breach the Maw's horizon. Their thrusters draw a smiley face in space-time. The vortex burps. It sounds suspiciously like, "You're welcome." Your HUD pings. 76,000 new energy signatures. The Maw's appetite sated. For now. You open Veld's final doodle. Stick figures now wave from the marshmallow roast. New addition. A ghost ship toasting them with grog. The coffee maker offers a marshmallow. It's slightly radioactive. You eat it anyway. Your radiation-burned palms hover over Daedalus's revised star charts. The Maw's new orbital traffic, Roman triremes moored to fusion skiffs, Incan solar sails patched with duct tape, vibrates through the deck plates. Diaz's coffee maker births a latte with nebula art. You sip carefully. The foam tastes like hubris and hazelnut. 3 pings slice through the ship's groaning. Not from the ghost fleet. Deeper, older. The frequency makes your fillings ache. That's no distress call, the captain mutters. Her regrown fingers poke the navigation console. The screen fractures into 64 crystalline shards. They're broadcasting in Proto-Indo-European. You recognize the root sounds from university lectures. Wait. No. It's older. The shards rearrange. A face forms, silver skin shimmering like mercury in 0G. Eyes whirlpool voids, mouth a slit of pulsing quasars. The voice, playing through every speaker aboard, even the dental floss dispenser, drops your pulse to 19 beats per minute. Cease your blasphemous harvest. The captain spits out her gum. Show me a permit. Wurtar, you strain the cosmic web. Alien molars gleam in the hologram, each crowned with rotating galaxies. This experiment rips the veil we wove at the universe's first breath. You cough. Veil needing repairs? We'll invoice you. 50 years ago, skeptics mocked SETI's WOW signal as a microwave glitch. You always knew. This coffee machine taste proved it. The alien's next words leave frost on the viewports. Your species dips ladles into sacred rivers. Release the singularity. The captain lobs a Snickers wrapper at the hologram. It passes through, fluttering like a radioactive butterfly. You're 3 weeks late for threats. Our reactor's already 80% Maw-fed. We crafted the laws you break. The hologram flickers. No silver skin now. Just 23 diamonds arranged in a Fibonacci spiral. A meme buried in 2016 election tweets. Your spine itches. Proof of concept, you whisper. The alien frequency spikes. G-force pins you. Diaz's machine gurgles. Espresso steam writes Old Norse runes. Hubris fells taller fools. You smash the emergency beacon. The Maw's containment field ripples violet. Scans show 8,000-year-old neutrino bursts near Sirius. You shout. The captain's replacement thumb jerks up. Corporate presentation training dies hard. Our ancestors invented agriculture when you last checked in. Bad customer service, silver guy. The hologram fractures into dead languages. Linear A glyphs scrolling alongside Voyager's golden record math. A 1947 Roswell newspaper floats by, declaring, "Ranch hand spots weather balloon." You kick it. Observe the tutorial. The alien voice acquires a southern drawl. The hologram loops Pleistocene cave art, stick figures triggering supernovas. Caption: Do not. The captain yawns. Oldest warning label ever. Charge them royalties? Static drowns her joke. 7 holograms now, a Greek hydra of disapproval. Their combined glare warps your thumbnails. Final caution: divert or what? You lean closer. Invade? Crash our markets with better tech? We'll monetize that too. Silence. The hydra blinks. Wider void pupils now. A tone like rusty elevators. We do not comprehend your economic systems. Perfect. You slap the comms panel. Redirect their nagging into reactor port 9. Engineering screams. Conduits melt. The hologram stutters. A diamond shard rains ASCII art of Bigfoot. Wait, they're not transmitting matter? The captain shouts. Her good hand jabs a schematic. It's pure information, like the Library of Alexandria on amphetamines. Better than helium-3? You reroute cables, singeing arm hairs. Remember Nikola Tesla's 1902 experiment? Wasted cosmic rays for radio. We're 5 upgrades past that. The containment field bulges. 70 alien warnings cram into one fuel line. The reactor's moan could shame Gothic cathedrals. 90% capacity. The captain's hair levitates. They're threatening to delete our DNS servers. Send a formal complaint. You weld a coolant pipe with gum wrappers. A holographic claw materializes, real enough to scratch titanium. The alien's voice skips like a scratched LP. You're harvesting our reprimands. The coffee machine explodes. Vapors form a middle finger. Diaz would be proud. Keep scolding, you roar. Our latte supply needs boosting. The ship bucks. Gravity fails. You float past a sheepish hologram, its quasar mouth pixelated. Years later, historians will debate this moment. Some cite it as Cold Fusion Breakthrough 3. Others, the day humanity outsourced trolling to godlike entities. Alarms die mid-shriek, lights stabilize. Reactor at 120%, the captain whispers. Her eyes reflect neon green diagnostics. We just bottled their tantrum. The alien hologram's a static snowstorm now. Final transmission. A single note matching Earth's 1945 first atomic bomb test frequency. You bow sarcastically. Your contributions power tomorrow. Wait. She points. 8 ancient obelisks materialize near the maw. Oob-eyed lizard people statues fused with Dyson sphere fragments. A sticky note floats from one. Property of cosmic maintenance. Do not touch. The coffee machine wheezes. Back online, brewing something glowing. The cup's label, Defiant Roast, contains 230% daily scorn. You salute the obsidian shards drifting into the maw. Energy crisis solved. Next crisis. The captain tosses a sugar packet. It ignites midair. Hyperinflation. The reactor's hum settles into a purr that vibrates your molars. Outside the viewport, where the maw once devoured light, a sphere of prismatic energy coalesces. It pulses like a newborn star etched from obsidian and lightning. The captain's replacement thumb brushes a display. Flicks of corporate training linger. She's highlighting footnote 8 of the diagnostics. Defiant Roast's ready. The coffee machine gurgles, extruding a latte with foam art depicting the Magna Carta burning. You sip. Tastes like tax reforms. Historical irony paired with hazelnut. She grimaces. But the real show's starting. Look. The containment field peels back. The maw's event horizon undulates, then stills. a perfect sphere of darkness, framed by coruscating auroras. Sirius brightening protocol online, she announces. Centuries ago, villagers gathered at Stonehenge to hail the solstice. Now you're front row as 12 alien armadas kneel in the Maw's new glare. Their dreadnoughts look like tin toys beneath the Singularity's cradle. A Jovian ambassador's hologram flickers. 3 throats gargle apologies. Earthlings, retain custody of this wonder. We gift you 70 star systems, signed. You shred the treaty with a laser pointer. Wrong flavor. Add a 0. The captain growls. Static erupts. A Vogon-esque bureaucrat from Procyon whines about zoning violations. His headset's made of gamma-ray burst residue. You mute him with a coffee stirrer. Down in engineering, Diaz's ghost graffiti flares. A stick figure flipping off the United Nations 2135 logo. The Singularity shudders. Chronometer warnings blare. Temporal surge. Your left shoe phases through the deck. Remember that 1947 Roswell tabloid? We're the headline now. The captain grips a railing. Folks back home, do they see this? You magnify Earth's feed. Tokyo's skyline crackles with arcs of stolen quasars. Cairo's pyramids glow like neon cigars. The Eiffel Tower's shadow stretches to Marseille, warped by space-time kinks. Global grid at 100%, she breathes. Even Greenland's using AC. A child's hologram pops up. Nairobi's youngest energy minister. Uncle, can we power ice cream factories forever? Forever's a big word. Ask your math tutor. Her giggle echoes as the Singularity exhales. 2 ancient astronaut theorists materialize mid-debate. Their heads collide with a comical bonk. See? The bearded one waves a tattered Von Däniken paperback. Stargate in Giza confirmed. His rival brandishes dental records. Sumerian spaceships. You can't read cuneiform. The captain boots them into a waste chute. Next time, citations needed. The maw convulses. From its polished surface blooms a flower of pure light. Petals carved from supernovae, roots anchored to the cosmic web. First contact report filed, you mutter. Subject, universe's warranty voided. Now the empires kneel. Rigel's draconian empress beams a surrender haiku. Her syntax is impeccable. The captain blinks. Did she just rhyme singularity with cosmic parody? Trade deal still pending. You ping a counteroffer emblazoned with a middle finger emoji. Alarms hush. Gravity normalizes. 3 clicks resound. The sound of Earth's master switch engaging. In mission control, a technician drops her coffee. The spill mirrors the Milky Way's spiral. Her boss cheers. Statue remnants from Easter Island nod approval through the live feed. The Singularity sings. Its frequency matches Neil Armstrong's heartbeat during the 1969 moon landing, archived by forgotten biotelemetry. A Proxima Centauri merch freighter uncloaks. Limited edition Singularity hoodies, 50% off. You facepalm. Capitalism, finds a way. The captain chokes on her latte. Don't quote Jurassic Park at a sacred moment. Too late. Dinosaurs are texting royalties. She hurls a stress ball. It disintegrates in the maw's gravity well. A data stream erupts. Alien glyphs swirl faster than a breaking news ticker. New message, you grunt. Format's uglier than the 2008 stock crash. The hologram solidifies. A scroll written in the Voynich manuscript's unreadable script. Footnotes vibrate angrily. The captain squints. Translation? 3rd grade doodles. Just bill them for storage. You drag the file into spam. The Singularity flares. Its light reveals ghostly infrastructure. ancient megastructures cloaked since the Bronze Age. Dyson spheres masquerading as Byzantine cathedrals. Quantum filaments threaded through the Berlin Wall's rubble. Maintenance crews pissed. You point. 9 reptilian silhouettes beat wrenches against a phantom engine. Ubide statues, cousins? Union reps, better offer dental. The Maw's pulse steadies. A promotional jingle blares from Earth, President Zhao fist-bumping a holographic Einstein. Celebratory K-pop concert in 20. The captain groans. Mandatory attendance. You kill the feed. Unpatriotic? Economical. Those light shows drain our scorn reserves. A tremor shakes the ship. The Singularity hiccups. A corn cob materializes, soaked in gamma rays. Argentina's new export? Nope. You scan it. Pre-Columbian. Peru called dibs. She lobs it into a reactor port. Primeval compost. Next. Stars ripple like dropped tapestry. The last resisting warlord, a silicon-based entity from 55 Cancri, uploads its sword to eBay. You approve the listing. Free shipping seals the deal. Energy dominance achieved. The captain slumps into her chair. Now what? Same as always. You pour 2 lattes. Milk the galaxy. Blame the intern. Sleep 30 minutes. Repeat. The coffee machine sputters a jazz riff. Dixieland meets dubstep. Beyond the viewport, a civilization's worth of energy flows earthward, not as fire or radiation, but as liquid starlight. Your mug trembles, not from fear, from 10 million hands flipping a switch in unison, an electrical yes louder than empires. The reactor's song dips to a whisper, a lullaby for conquered physics. Liquid starlight ribbons through the solar system, weaving power grids between Mercury's scorched plains and Pluto's frost-veined heart. You watch Mumbai's slums flicker to life with fusion-born street lamps. Sahara nomads charge ancient tablets off neutron star Wi-Fi. A child in Reykjavik melts glacial ice with a thought, to build the universe's first intergalactic snowman. The captain's coffee cools untouched. Budget meeting in 6 hours, she sighs. Gonna invoice the Titanians for time dilation. You smirk. Diaz's graffiti glows beneath the deck plates. We broke it so you don't have to. Engineers haul in crates labeled dark matter confetti, handle with existential caution. Earth rotates peacefully beneath its armor of light. Wars end, not with treaties, but breaker switches. Nairobi's ice cream factories hum. Brussels bureaucrats rebrand as celestial event planners. No. A Tokyo teen live streams her pet tardigrade's first warp jump. 20 trillion views. The Maw's surface stills, a black pearl cradled in humanity's palm. You trace its gravity with your fingertip. No more false gods, no more darkness. For the first time in centuries, the Milky Way's map has a new coordinate, home. Silence blooms. Not the vacuum's hollow absence, but the pause between symphony movements. The coffee machine whirs a final note. Stars recede like shy fireflies. The ship's systems idle. Somewhere, a single Nebraska wind turbine creaks to rest, its job outsourced to stolen quasars. The captain snores in her chair, clutching a stress ball shaped like the Big Bang. You lean back, swipe through alien surrender memes. Let the chronometer's digits blur. Tonight, Earth dreams in gamma rays and gigawatts. Tomorrow, same as yesterday, brighter. The Singularity hums, its resonance matching the pulse of every streetlight, every phone charger, every defiant heartbeat chanting, "We're here across the gulfs." And when the last human eye closes, the Maw will still burn. A monument, a battery, a promise kept.